Good morning, today 221. It is Bank Holiday Friday, and apart from myself, who's crazy enough to be on a bank holiday, please like and subscribe to the video, like and share and all that. But yeah, I'm the only one in today, plus we have the Plasterboard boys in. Say that quickly. Meant to have a plumber in, but apparently he said, I thought you guys were in, so it sounds like he's turned up, wishing I wasn't here. But so a plumber might be turning up to do some bits. What else? Solar panel water heater. That's been installed today as well. So they work bank holidays. So they contacted me and said, we want to come and install. We want to pick Friday whatever the date is today, 21st. I said, did you realise it's bank holiday? They said, yes, we do, we work and we will be there. So they're coming apparently to install it. So we need to pick somewhere up on the roof, quite close to where the hot water connections are into the house. But obviously from the road, it'd be nice not to be able to see it. We have a massive, great roof. So it'd be certainly nice to put it somewhere where the weight will be supported, but at the same time, also from the roadside, you can't see it. So I have to think about that. I might get out there in a minute and have a quick butcher's, see where we're going to put it. For me, it's been sort of running in between 2, 3, 4, 5 different jobs this morning. So it's 10:30. I've been here for a couple of hours. I've cleaned out the bathrooms, went to start on those, but then the guys have turned up and started going into the bathrooms as well. So every time I do one, they go into the other. When I do the other, they go into the one. So I'm not going to get around to doing anything in the bathrooms by the looks of it, although I did ask them to try and get that done for today so I could do the bathrooms. So I might focus on the door jamb, try and get that. Obviously, I've got to cut some 2-inch 1.5 to 2 inch blocks to try and taper that out. I'll show you what I mean. Now that we've taken an extra 2 inches off the door track itself, it sits more back. As you can see here, I've got to try and fill this gap. So it looks quite small there, but it's actually that big all the way down. So I've got to try and, it's different all the way down as well. So it's like 1.5 to sort of 1.25. So I need to maybe do about 5 or 6 blocks, screw them into the wall and then screw that into that, and then we can fix the foam and cut back and finish that. We've had a few people comment on what to do with the top piece up here. A lot of people obviously saying run a bit of wood all the way along and then put a bit of concrete board on the front and then plaster it, which makes loads of sense. But obviously that means that when the doors are open, you are going to land up seeing a step down where the door frame is, and I didn't really want that. The whole point of doing it was so that when we looked at the doors this way, you saw one level gap. So you just saw straight through, yeah, rather than seeing a step down. So the extra workload to do it right versus the quick job, what to do is the question. Obviously, it's not only down, it's also back. So we're probably back by about 3 inches, and we're down by about 3.5, 4 inches. So whatever we do, there's going to be work both sides. So if I leave that as it is, we're going to have to physically do like a little step of some sort, or we do it level. So either way, there's quite a bit of work. So my thought is to run some 2x4s across all the way along, and then concrete board it, and then bring it down to the same level. But then I have the front fascia to sort out. So any ideas you guys have got, there's been a couple of good suggestions, so the more I can get the better. Either way, it's going to cause me work and pain. So yet another little attention to detail element that was missed, and as a result is now going to cause us quite a bit of grief. So as you can see in that corner there, look, I mean, it's quite a large gap. So in an ideal world, I'd like to just see maybe 1 inch of the frame straight through, inch of the frame done, very, very similar to the base. See 1 inch of the frame done. On that note, we still have to hoover this out, get that rubber stuck up, and then we've got to fill this with concrete and bring it to like a little lip, so it'll have like a slight raise. We'll have to do that all the way along. We'll have to do it on both doors, obviously. So nothing simple in Barbados. In here is looking a little bit different. Obviously, as you can see, the living area, we've got plasterboard on the walls and the ceilings now. In the kitchen area, same sort of thing. We've got boards up and walls done as well. The guys are still focused on the bathrooms, which in an ideal world that should have been done yesterday, so I could obviously got straight into them today. But what I can do this morning obviously is that door jamb there, I can also focus on the carpenters didn't set this yesterday. And that's mainly because I think because they didn't have a centre point where the actual fan needs to be. So I'm going to laser that in a minute where it should be placed, and then place some 2x4 around it myself, and then we can get that piece in. The electricians have now got something to do. They can now start cutting lights in or fitting lights in. I mean, some of the lights have already been done. So it's a case of now just obviously installing obviously where they're going to be, and they can drop them through. So that gives them something to do, because yesterday they were pretty much out of things to do. So we'll get that done. We've also got to box this in as well. So I'm sure Andy and his team are going to look at boarding this and coming out obviously the extra 20 inches that we need here. So that's got to be done. And again, that will all be boarded as well. And that's got to be done in the next week. So this room has got to be a white finished box with everything in it complete. I've got to start installing the kitchen tomorrow. So this needs to be filled and sanded today with the first, second and third coat of paint put on the ceiling, so that I can start fitting the kitchen here. So that's the aim tomorrow. And in an ideal world, obviously we need to start on that wall as well, because there's a lot of kitchen covers that are going to go on that wall. Saying that, the kitchen covers can go onto the plasterboard. They don't need to be painted, but it'd be good to try and get that wall finished before we put them on. Otherwise, you're going to be painting around them, and we all know what's going to happen there. So other than that, I've got shed loads to do, and I'm on my own. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm going to try and get that door jamb started first. Once I've done that door jamb, if I get that door jamb done, I'm going to start on the bathrooms, if they finish them by now, that is. I need to build a 2x2 framework for the toilet cistern. I've got to do that in both bathrooms, and I've also got to put the first coat of like waterproof bonding agent on the floor, of which I'll show you what that is actually. This is the stuff they use here. So if you're going to be doing sort of a wet room type material, then you use this first. So this one's called Hydroban. Hydroban goes on first, and you let that go off. It takes about an hour. I mean, you can put it on sooner than that, but they say leave it about an hour at least to let that cure. And then once that's cured, you then put on a prime and bond. Prime and bond goes on after that. And that enables you then to have, if you like, a completely rubberized waterproof base.